She said what? He told you what? She told you to do what? They said to do how many? What's up everyone, my name is Sharpe and this is Workout Myth Wednesday, where I hope to debunk some of the most popular theories in fitness. And in this week's topic we're going to talk about how much of this stuff do you really need? And by this stuff I mean whey protein, actually just protein in general. How much of it do you need to have a healthy diet? Well, the common belief is that you need 1 gram of protein for every pound that you weigh. And that's simply just not the case. Now, before I get into all the research that I'm going to be talking about and all the things that I'm going to be showing you guys to try and debunk these myths, I'm going to have all the research that I have down in the description so that you guys can go out there and look at the information yourself, just so you guys don't think I'm just pulling this stuff out of nowhere. I'm getting this from very qualified resources. The real equation that you're looking for, as according to the Institute of Medicine, is 0.8 grams of protein for every kilogram that you weigh. So a kilogram is roughly half of a pound. It's actually 0.45 kilograms per pound, which means that it's basically you need half the protein of however much you weigh. So if you weigh 200 pounds, you need a little bit less than 100 grams of protein to meet a healthy dietary limit. Now, that 0.8 grams of protein per kilogram that you weigh is good for everyone. That's for if you're the most active person in the world or if you literally sit on the couch all day. That is the recommended range for everyone. Now, it may be more advantageous if you are, let's say, a lifter or you lift weights, to maybe bump that up to maybe 1 gram of protein for every kilogram that you weigh, or maybe even 1.1 or 1.2. just so that you can have a little bit more protein in your diet so you can retain more muscle, also to help repair more muscle. But you don't need to have 1 gram of protein for every pound that you weigh, because that's just way too much protein. For example, if you just wanted to do that strictly off of protein shakes, that's roughly 6 to 8 scoops of protein in a day just to hit your daily protein goal. If you're basing it off the theory that you need 1 gram of protein for every pound that you weigh. So that's just way too much protein to be intaking at once. Now, having too much protein in your diet is actually not all a bad thing. For example, if you're trying to diet, it actually kind of helps to better round out your meals, because when you're trying to diet down or you're trying to lose weight, you are cutting back your carbs, because carbs are what eventually gets turned into fat if you don't use those carbs as energy. And if you can replace some of the calories that you'll get from carbs with protein, that'll help you so that you can eat more food while also not eating carbs, because when you break down carbs and fats, they have the same caloric density. For every gram of carbs, it's 4 calories, and for every gram of protein, it's 4 calories. However, high protein, low carb diet should only be used in short terms, because it can actually lead to osteoporosis, because when you're digesting protein, acids are released into the bloodstream, and your body, to combat that, will release calcium from your bones to help balance out the bloodstream. And that's what osteoporosis is. It's the loss of calcium in your bones. So to conclude this video, remember that you don't need 1 gram of protein for every pound that you weigh. It's actually 0.8 grams of protein for every kilogram that you weigh. So I want you guys to go out and look at how much you weigh in kilograms, and then find out how many grams of protein you actually need. And if you are lifting, or if you were trying to build muscle right now, you might want to bump it up to maybe 1 to 1.2, somewhere in that range, just so you can retain a little bit more muscle and also help with the muscle breakdown. But you don't need to be up in the 1 pound or 1 gram for every pound that you weigh, because that's just way too much protein, and it can lead to overworking your kidneys, which is not a good idea, especially if you have diabetes or if you have kidney disease. And yeah, so hopefully this video helped. If it did, be sure to leave a like. Also comment down below on any other myths that you may want to be debunked. If you like this video, also subscribe, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.